Batting 8, number 12, first base, Alex Stevens. Batting 9, number 5, second base, Aaliyah Sharp. Subs for Marshall, number 1, Abby Landers. Number 8, Madison Crawford. Number 9, Autumn Helton. And number 21, McKenna Nance. Now for your starting lineups for your Lady Panthers. Leading off and playing left field, number 7, Bree Villanueva. Batting second, playing shortstop, number 11, Adley Dean. Batting third, playing second base, number 12, Anicia Hernandez.
Huh?
Batting fourth, playing catcher,
hello everyone and welcome in. It is Lady Panthers softball here on a special Saturday for you edition, the Cafe Del Rio pregame show. As we get you started, we'll have our Higginbotham lineup, starting lineups for you coming up in a moment as we are maybe getting a little quick jump here today. Of course, this Saturday matinee games, we were up live in Mount Pleasant last night where the girls stayed perfect in District 9-0 in district competition. And we'll try to run it to 10-0 here this afternoon with a little matinee special against these Lady Mavericks of Marshall. Cafe Del Rio pregame show. Once again, thank you for tuning us in here this afternoon. The boys will play behind us today. Their later game will get underway around 2 o'clock this afternoon, so a little extra spice for you today here at Lufkin Baseball and Softball Complex. The girls will kick things off, and we'll have our national anthem for you right now. Once again, we are in our Cafe Del Rio pregame show as we get ready for our first pitch live here from Lufkin. And there's tonight's national anthem, our Cafe Del Rio pregame show. Thank you for being here with us once again here. A little before lunchtime, Lady Panthers coming with that same power lineup for Coach Bryant. No changes once again. That infield will be McClendon, Dean, Hernandez, and Chloe Stafford. The stick of the hour last night went 3 for 4 with that big bomb to get things started last night. She was our Commercial Bank of Texas player of the game. That outfield, of course, will be Villanueva, Garrett, and, of course, Mendez out in right field. And you'll have Crocker, who is now 9-0 in district play, going for a win number 10 here this afternoon on the hill. And Smallwood behind the plate as the Panthers try to stay perfect and set up a showdown, a Friday night at White House for all the marbles, it looks like here. But you got to get through today, and you got to get through Jacksonville here on Tuesday, which I believe we'll have here for you on Tuesday with video as well. So a lot of good things coming up here for the Lady Panthers. Get through these two, and then the road to White House next Friday night will be for the district title and that number 1 seed, which is paramount in the postseason this season especially. We're just about set. We'll have your Higginbotham Insurance starting lineups as we move on through this first inning, brought to you by CMC Recycling. And our first pitch, always brought to you by Hall Henderson and the guys at Security and Guarantee. That is our first pitch. Watkins is the shortstop. She'll step in for these Lady Mavericks. Crocker on the hill, her first pitch, and we are underway, brought to you by Security and Guarantee, and it is inside for ball number 1. Crocker did have a dominant performance last night outside of those walks. She did have a few miscues there. 6 walks last night, more walks than hits. Line drive wide up the middle, and boy, Crocker is there, sticks out a glove nonchalantly and pulls it in for the first out of the inning. Good play there by our pitcher, the sophomore. The Lady Panthers pounded out 10 hits last night, 3 home runs. Young went back-to-back for the second game. Stafford and Smallwood all went over the fence last night in Mount Pleasant. There's a swinging chopper down the left side out of play off the bat of the catcher, Robinson. Should be followed by the third baseman, Theus, in the top of the order here in this first inning, brought to you by CMC Recycling. The 0-1 pitch, and fisted it right to Dean at shortstop. She makes an easy play, and 4 pitches and 2 outs here in the first inning.
Number 16, Bree.
We played up there the second district game on the 4th of March. The game started with the temperatures in the mid-70s. It closed with the temperatures and wind chill in the high 40s. Lufkin got out of there with an 11-5 win. First pitch into Theus is a strike. Crocker, I believe, struck out 10 that game, but also walked 9. She threw a bevy of pitches that night up in Marshall. 0-1 pitch, and that catches the outside corner, and it's 0-2 to Theus. The pitcher, Pringle, would be next. She pitched against us up there. And the 0-2 from Crocker. That's going to be a little bit low. Good stop by Smallwood behind the plate. Dug it out. It's 1-2. And that ball's lined into right center field, and it is trouble. It's going to the wall. Mendez will get there, but not before Theus will be on with a 2-out double. She squared that one up and went with the outside pitch. Good job there. And it'll be a 2-out double to Theus here and bring up the cleanup batter, the pitcher, Pringle. That is not called a strike. 1-0 to Pringle. And there's a high pop-up. Garrett on the run out there in center field makes that with no problem. There is not a surer glove in the game than Garrett out in center field. She runs that down with no problem. F8 on the pop-up, and that will do it here for the Lady Mavericks in the top of the first inning. We're brought to you by CMC Recycling, still scoreless here on Lufkin Game Time.
Need top-notch drafting services? B-Square Design has been serving Texas for 11 years with commercial and residential drafting that stands out. With 40 years of combined experience, our friendly, knowledgeable team is ready to help you bring your project to life. From cutting-edge software to large format printing, we've got the tools to get it done. Call today for your free, no-obligation quote and consultation. B-Square Design, your trusted partner in design excellence. Proud sponsor of Lufkin Panther Sports on Lufkin Game Time.
Hey, new guy, you're up. Hi folks, JJ Webb here from JM Chevrolet, a proud gold sponsor of Lufkin Athletics. And right now you can hit a home run with the incredible deals going on at JM Chevrolet. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
And welcome back to Lady Panthers softball here on Lufkin Game Time. Lady Panthers coming to bat here in the first inning. Once again brought to you by CMC Recycling. My man Chris Ball and the guys today, they'll come pick up, move, whatever you need. Give them a call today.
Leading off for your Lady Panthers, left fielder, number 7, Bree Villanueva. Today's game ball sponsor is Stafford Liquid Gas.
Villanueva will lead things off. She did get 3 walks yesterday. That first pitch is off the end of the bat, foul down the third base line. It'll go to 0-1. She did a great job of getting on base. 2 walks, scored a couple of runs. Lady Panthers got 10 hits and 14 runs and pretty much didn't get much out of our 2-3 big hitters out of Dean and Hernandez. Hernandez finally came away with a 2-run double there a little bit later in the ball game. That's upstairs to Villanueva, 1-1. Villanueva apparently forgot her wristband, so Coach Bryant in that third base box had to walk her another one down. Coach Tullis in the first base box. And the 1-1 pitch. And that is a pop fly, and it is down over a diving Watkins at shortstop, and Villanueva will be on to the leadoff single.
Next up for Lufkin, the shortstop, number 11, Adley Dean.
Let's go, Adley.
First pitch, high. Villanueva will steal second. She does garner a throw, but it wasn't very close. The speedster in there with ease down to second base. And that'll bring a 1-0 count now to Adelaide Dean, our senior shortstop. Has been on fire. I do believe the last ball game was the first district game she did not get a hit in, which was mesmerizing to me. 1-0 pitch to Dean. Goes the other way with that one, but it is foul, 1-1.
Let's go, Ad.
And the 1-1 pitch to Dean, way out in front of that. And I just think that Dean's timing is a little off. I don't think that they're throwing her off-speed pitches. I just think she's used to seeing pitches coming in there about 10 miles per hour faster to against other teams. And right now she is just way out in front. One and two. Villanueva over to third on the pass ball. And boy, that was very close. We are fortunate he didn't ring us up on that. It was outside, but it was a really good pitch there by Pringle. 2-2 count. Just underway here in our CMC Recycling first inning. Dean with a 2-2 count. That's way outside, and it'll be 3-2 now to our senior shortstop. Our senior second baseman, Anicia Hernandez, on deck. She hit it off the top of the wall yesterday, and her lone hit. 3-2 pitch, and inside-out swing to right field. It's going to be caught out there in right by Skinner, but tagging up at third will be Villanueva, and the Lady Panthers are on the board. Sac fly RBI for Dean.
Next up, second base.
And the Lady Panthers lead at 1-0.
Hernandez.
Stayed back, did a good job there.
Let's go, Nene.
And that Hernandez is outside. One 0 pitch to Hernandez. That's going to be upstairs, 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch to Hernandez. That's going to be in there for a strike, 2-1. Smallwood's on deck. She left the building yesterday as well. A deep shot to left center field. Panthers using the long ball up in Mount Pleasant on a rainy day yesterday afternoon. 2-1 pitch to Hernandez, way inside, almost hit her, but she got out of the way, 3-1. Three-one pitch. That ball's hit a ton to left center, and it is gone. No, it hits the top of the wall. Boy, Hernandez squared that one up. I thought it was going to be a no-doubter, but it hits the top of the wall and dents it in between that 2-0. Hit of the ball game. That is getting it back. Good stroke right there. Smallwood steps in. Akira. She really had the break of the game with 2 outs and 1 on in the first inning. She popped up to the first baseman and should have been out 3. But the first baseman dropped it, and that unleashed 6 runners to come in. After that, 6 unearned runs in the first inning, and Lufkin would move on to get the easy 14-4 win. 1-0 count now to Smallwood. She bats from the right side. Runner at second base, now 1 out, and that's upstairs 2-0. McClendon, Stafford, Garrett, Young, and Mendez round out the order here. Your starting lineups brought to you by Higginbotham Insurance. The Davis boys at Higginbotham Insurance for all of your insurance needs. 2-0 pitch, and that's a good cut by Smallwood, but it is fouled straight back, 2-1. Getting a good video quality here today with our guys at Jam Digital Media. Nobody brings you Lufkin Panther sports like our boys at JM Digital. Two-one count. That's popped up to right field. Skinner coming in, long run, and it pops out of her glove. She squeezed it too soon, and the Lady Panthers are going to be the benefit of another error. That's going to go down as an E9.
Number 4, Marley McClendon. Courtesy runner number 3, Savannah Williams.
Let's go, Savvy.
First and third. McClendon steps in. She had 2 walks and a single yesterday as well. Takes that ball just off the outside corner for ball 1. Two-one, way out in front. 1-1 the count.
Let's go, Marley.
McClendon from the right side. Oh, big hack there. Pulled off of it just a little bit on the outside pitch. It's 1-2. McClendon was trying to get into the home run barrage with that big cut. 1-2 pitch, and lines that one right up the middle. That's going to score 1. And it is going to score 2 as Williams comes in to score, and she'll slide into second. Excuse me, a big 2-run single there for McClendon. Hernandez Smallwood comes in to score. McClendon's got that hit and 2 RBIs.
Number 10, Chloe Stafford.
That was a great job of hitting. She went right up the middle with it, squared it up into center field. Close play at the plate, but we beat it out, and it is 3-0 now. McClendon out to second base, coming on the throw to the plate. And last night's Commercial Bank of Texas Player of the Game, Chloe Stafford, will step in. Boy, was she on fire. She was a triple away from a cycle. Drove in 3 runs, scored 3 runs, and had the home run. And takes the first pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. So the error in right field does lead to at least 1 unearned run. The 0-1, that's going to be just a bit low, apparently, 1-1. Addie Garrett's on deck. Still just 1 out here in the first inning. Lufkin has already pushed 3 across the plate. That is going to be well outside, 2-1. The Lady Panthers, I believe, are around 16-3. For sure 9-0 on the season. Two 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss by Stafford, 2-2. Pulled that front shoulder. She was wanting to go back-to-back jacks as well. I will say this, Coach Bryan has got the girls up there taking some hacks. There is nothing, we're not getting cheated. 2-2 pitch, and there's a chopper right at the shortstop. She's going to have to hurry. Watkins across the diamond will get Stafford and sliding into third. Moving up 60 feet will be McClendon. Stafford out on the 6-3 putout. Watkins to Stevens for out number 2. The Lady Panthers have smacked 5 home runs in the last 2 ball games.
Number 11, Addison Garrett.
By 4 different players. Addie Garrett will step in. She had a 2 RBI double in the first inning after that error. Got us really rolling last night. Our center fielder is absolute cash money in center field. Nothing falls out there. That pitch is low and outside for ball 1. I know the district normally gives that defensive player of the year to the shortstop or middle infielder or catcher, but I'm telling you right now, Garrett can run them down in center. That's going to be high and tight. 2-0 now. Two 2-0 pitch, and that's foul back. Good cut. 2-1.
Let's go, Addie.
2-1 pitch. Popped out of play down the right field line. Out of play. 2-2 the count. And that's going to be upstairs, but she did offer at it. Popped up the right side of the infield, and the pitcher, Pringle, will pull it in. And that will retire Garrett F1 for the 3rd out of the inning. But the Lady Panthers get, 3 hits and 3 runs. And after the CMC Recycling first inning, we lead it 3-0, headed to the second here on Lufkin Game Time.
Hey, Panther fans, Big Nasty here. Need a short-term loan to cover some unexpected bills or maybe a little extra cash? Give Texan Credit a call today. Loan process that is easy from start to finish, and you will get your money fast. Texan Credit has been helping Texas residents for over 10 years by offering multiple loan options with easy low payment. Located in Lufkin at 509 South Timberland Drive, or look Texan Credit up online, TexanCredit.com. Trust me, if they'll loan me money, they will loan you money. Texan Credit, they say yes.
Panther fans, craving a game time snack? Head to Taco Casa, the official taco destination for Lufkin Game Time. Dive into a crunchy taco, indulge in a super burrito, or satisfy your taste buds with nachos or a chili burger. Serving Lufkin and Nacogdoches with excellence. Taco Casa, where it's always real fresh, real food, and real good. Taco Casa, proudly supporting our Panthers on Lufkin Game Time.
And welcome back to Lady Panther softball as we move into our second inning. Brought to you by Hancock Insurance. Joe Hancock and all his guys, Jalen Mark and the guys. Hancock Insurance, your all-state man right here in Lufkin. And it will be 5-6-7 for the Lady Mavericks here in the second inning as that first pitch from Crocker's upstairs to Skinner, the right fielder, for ball one. They got a hit in that first inning, a double by Theus, but that was it. That one's popped out of play, and we'll even the count up at 1-1. And the 1-1 from Crocker just a bit low. 2-1 now to the right fielder for the Lady Mavericks, Skinner. Just off the inside corner, and 3-1's a count. Right down the middle, laced right at Hernandez. She takes one step to her left, fires it over to Stafford for a quick out. And that's a 4-3 play. Good there by a good play by Anicia Hernandez.
Number 2.
Ball was hit pretty hard.
Let's go, Crocker.
And that's going to ride upstairs for the first pitch. Is ball one to Crutcher. Crutcher's a center fielder, batting in the 6th spot. That's high and tight, 2-0.
Let's go, Crocker.
And this one's a little low, and it's 3-0.
Got it, Crocker.
And that's going to be the first walk of the ball game, a 4-pitch walk to Crutcher.
Number 11, Annabelle Peters.
Come on, Taylor.
Foul back out of play as the left fielder, Peters, steps in. Oh, 1 pitch. That should be a strike, and it is 0-2. Good pitch there by Crocker. The sophomore has reeled off once again 9 straight district wins. Flores did come in and pitch the first inning by any non-Crocker player for the Lady Panthers in district play. She closed the game last night, did a really good job. Should have had a 1-2-3 inning. 1-2 pitch. Ooh, just a bit upstairs, 2-2. Popped her up left side. Smallwood turned around, and Smallwood makes a very tough play. Boy, that has got to be the play McClendon comes up and makes from third, but I think she lost it in the sun. But give Smallwood some credit there. She got turned around and somehow brought that in. Great play, F2 for the second out of the inning. That is a very tough play for a catcher to make, and she made it look easy. I can promise you it's not. And again, inside to Stevens here, 1-0, the 8-hole hitter and the first baseman. Swings over the top of that. It's quickly 0-2. just inside. There's a line drive right to Hernandez. Takes it on a hop, fires it over to Stafford, and it is a pretty quiet 1-2-3 inning. Hernandez to Stafford for two of those 3 outs. And that'll do it here for the Lady Mavericks in the second inning. It's a Hancock Insurance second inning. Lady Panthers are leading it 3-0. We're coming to bat in a second right here on Lufkin Game Time.
Red 18. This season, you can share a Coke with your team on it. So I'm going to tell you how with a little help from this quarterback.
Sally, 44.
You can share a Coke when your team's up.
Red Poncho.
You can share a Coke when your team's down.
Happy Jolly.
You can share a Coke with a coach, a mascot, or an MVP.
Chili, chili, chili.
You can even share a Coke with your rival on game day.
Turbo.
Or you can share a Coke when you're giving out your famous guacamole recipe in a completely packed stadium.
Cilantro, chopped onion, squeeze a lime, Roma tomato, hike.
Share a Coke with a fan this season.
Ice cold, delicious.
Share a Coke is back for the fall football season. We all know what comes with being a fan. The ups, the downs, and everything in between. Whether you've just won a big game and want to celebrate with fellow fans, or want to share a Coke with your best friend whose team just lost against their arch rival, Coca-Cola has something for you. Share a Coke with a teammate, rival, or best friend this season.
And welcome back to Lady Panther softball here on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Looks like the rain has cleared out for the day, and it's going to be a beautiful day for some baseball. The boys will get underway at 2 o'clock back behind us against Marshall as well. And Coach John Cobb's boys are absolutely rolling. Got a big win on the road at Mount Pleasant last night, and they are building some momentum up, looking for a rematch with White House on Friday as well. They, too, got to take care of Marshall and Jacksonville today and Tuesday, and then it'll set up try to return the favor to White House 1 week from last night. That first pitch is into Young for a strike. It's 0-1. Young on a 2-game-in-a-row bomb streak, trying to go for 3 in a row to make the rooster crow. That's going to be outside. Oh. Well, I'm just saying, it's probably a strike, but it hadn't been a strike. It was close. 0-2 now to Young. Once again, has been on a heater here. She was 2 for 2 last night. Had that 2-run bomb, scored 3 runs, and walked once. Actually, she only batted twice. Savannah Williams hit 4 in her last at bat. 2 for 2. 2-run score, 2 driven in, and that big bomb to right center field. She went with the pitch. 1-2 now to Young. And, got her out in front, but Robinson behind the plate can't haul it in, and she will get to first on the wild pitch. Strike out to first.
Number 5, Ava Mendez.
Well, I will say Mount Pleasant for the walk-up music is second to none, and they had an array. We had some Snoop Dogg, we had some Tupac. We had some chilled out beach Cancun music. They were popping. I like Mendez as well. Nothing better than Millie Vanilli. She tries to bunt it out in front of the plate, but it comes back out of play 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch. Thought about trying to bunt it, pulled back, but Old Blue says it's a strike on the outside corner, 0-2. Oh, and 2 the count now to Mendez. She's batting out of the left-handed side. Takes that high and upstairs, 1-2. Nobody out here in our Joe Hancock Insurance second inning. 3-0 Lady Panther lead. You see it there on your Austin Bank scoreboard. That, too, is low to Mendez, and it's 2-2. Diaz, Watkins, Sharp, and Stevens on that infield. And double play depth, sort of, up the middle. And there's a chopper. Third baseline. Foul ball will be the call. There's a big hit down the left field line. Will it get down? Yes, it will. Good effort out there by Peters, but it is down and going to the wall. Young rounds third. She's going to score, and I believe Mendez is going to get an inside the park home run. She is. Mendez never let up, and the speedster almost beat Young to the plate, and there was nothing really Peters could have tried to. So the team home run streak will continue. I know it's not the conventional one, but there was definitely no errors in that one. The only E in that was the E for effort for Peters, but she just couldn't quite get there. So that'll bring us up to Villanueva, who hit a Texas leaguer over the third baseman's head in the first inning and came around to score on the sac fly by Dean. Lufkin in our yellow tops tonight with the white pants. That pitch is well inside to Villanueva, and it's 1-0. Squares around the bunt and pulls back. And that's bunted back. Two-one count now to Villanueva. It's outside, 3-1. And that'll be popped up to the second baseman, Sharp, and she will make the play. F4 for the first out of the inning.
Number 11, Adley Dean.
Dean will step in. She had the sac fly to right field, got the RBI in the first inning, and this one they kind of jam her again and flare it out, but that is going to be dropped. Sharp was right there, had it in the pocket, but she dropped it as well. It was a tough play, but to go down as an E4, she was there, and it hits in your pocket. It's going to go down as an E. Should have been out too, but Dean now on first base after the error, and it's probably just a matter of time before she finds her way to third. Hernandez steps in. She hit a double off the wall in left center in her first inning. Her first at bat came around to score on the hit by McClendon. And that's upstairs. Dean must not want to pad her stolen base category today because she was not off on the pitch. 5-0 the score. 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. Not in there for a strike, apparently. 2-1 now to Hernandez. That ball's hit a ton to left center field as well. Right at Peters in left. Man, Hernandez squared that one up as well. I know she caught it, but that is the swing that we are used to seeing. She's been in a little 3 or 4 game slump for Hernandez, but I think she has ironed it out now. Good hack there.
Let's go, AK.
There's a high pop-up to right center field. Shallow coming in. They won't get there. Dean rounds third, and she will not score. That's going to be a Bloop Texas League single for Smallwood. And we'll have runners on the corners for McClendon.
Let's go, Marley.
Courtesy runner at first, number 3, Savannah Williams.
Let's go, Sammy.
Williams comes in to run for Smallwood, courtesy run as she normally does. First and third now. McClendon had the 2 RBI single back in the first inning. She's trying to make a play for this Commercial Bank of Texas player of the game, but she pops the first pitch up on the infield, and it is caught by Pringle, the pitcher. F1 on the first pitch, and that'll do it here for the Lady Panthers in the Hancock Insurance second inning. But we get the inside the park home run by Mendez to score young. Play 2 more. We lead it by 5 through our Hancock Insurance second inning. Headed to the third here on Lufkin Game Time.
We've got your number. Whataburger, just like you like it. This is a Whataburger table tent. An orange and white trophy for your made-to-order burger. It means we cook your meal up fresh. And don't get up, because we'll bring it right to you. So if you're looking to sit down and celebrate the fact that you left it all on the field, we've got your number. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Need to save money on insurance? Give Joe Hancock and his team a call. Since 1965, the Hancock family has been dedicated to serving Texas with personal and commercial insurance. With 60 years of experience in Lufkin, our friendly and knowledgeable team is ready to help protect you and your family's most valuable assets. We've got the expertise to assist you. Call today for your free no-obligation quote, 936-634-4451. Joe Hancock Agency, your trusted partner in insurance, proud sponsor of Lufkin Athletics. We back.
Looking to earn extra cash? Got an old grill or bike taking up space? Bring it to CMC Recycling right here in Lufkin to turn your scrap metal into cash. CMC will recycle your metal, transforming it into new steel that will be later used in exciting new structures and products. CMC accepts a variety of metals, and the team is ready to assist you and ensure your experience is seamless. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Learn more at cmcrecycling.com.
Leading up for Marshall, number 5, Aaliyah Sharp.
And a welcome back. We move into the top half of the third inning, brought to you by St. Luke's Health Memorial. As you see there, your Austin Bank scoreboard, Lufkin leading it. Well, it said 6, but no, it's really 5-0. And it'll be 9-1-2 here for the Lady Mavs to start the third. And the first pitch is Sharp, grounding back to Crocker on the mound. She fires it over to Stafford, and 1 pitch, 1 out here in the third inning. 1-3 for out 1. And that'll flip it over to the top of the inning, top of the order, excuse me. And that'll bring up Watkins, who hit an absolute rope up the middle, but Crocker was there to one-hand it. And that was the second pitch of the ball game. Just to her right, reached across and hauled it in. 1-0 pitch here to Watkins. And that's another pop-up. This should be no problem for Dean at short, and it is not. 3 pitches, 2 outs now. F6 for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up the catcher Robinson, who popped up to Dean as well in the first inning. And the first pitch, and that's a line drive into left, but Villanueva was playing shallow and is there to haul it in. That is a hit in 90% of the games, but not in this one. Good scouting there by Coach Tullis and Coach Bryant. They got Villanueva playing very shallow, and she is right there to make a play. What a great one. That is the third out of the inning, and that'll do it for the Lady Mavericks here in our St. Luke's Health Memorial third inning. Lady Panthers leading at 5-0 and coming to bat here in the third on Lufkin Game Time.
When it comes to repairing your vehicle, you always have a choice. At S&W Expert Collision Repair, we set the standard for excellence with state-of-the-art equipment, leading-edge technology, and over 40 years of industry know-how.
They got us a new car. They got us a new car. They got us a new car.
No, this is your car. We just fixed it correctly.
Thank you so much for our new car.
No, this is your car.
S&W Expert Collision Repair. You just might think you got a new car.
Commercial Bank of Texas has been your community bank since 1901, and our dedication to the people we serve is as important today as it was then. Today, CBTX brings you the latest technology, backed by personal customer service and #sealed with a smile. At Commercial Bank of Texas, banking is our business, but helping people succeed is our passion. It's time you experienced banking Texas style. Stop by or give us a call today. You'll be glad you did.
For the first day of school, for the last day of work, for the satisfaction of a job well done, for the ideas that change the world, for good times, for not so good times, for her future and hers and his, for serving our customers and connecting communities. We're here with you for good. Austin Bank, with you for good.
Leading off for Lufkin, number 10, Chloe Stafford.
And a welcome back as we are underway in the bottom of the third inning, brought to you by St. Luke's Health Memorial. It'll be Stafford, Garrett, and Young here in the third inning for Lufkin. We got 3 in the first and 2 in the second. Stafford leads things off and fouls the first one back. It's 0-1. Stafford grounded out to short. Back in the first inning, Watkins made a throw across the diamond to barely get her. 1-1 as that pitch tails outside. Our Whataburger home run this game. Mendez had the inside the Parker in the second inning. And that is upstairs, and it's 2-1. Pringle's 2-1 pitch. Stafford just a little bit underneath that one, and it's 2-2. Two pitch. Oh, the changeup didn't quite make it the required distance, and we got a full count. And the 3-2. Got it off the fist, but got enough of it to flare it out to left field. And that'll be a leadoff single by Chloe Stafford, our senior first baseman. And that'll bring up Addie Garrett. Garrett popped up to the pitcher in the first inning to end that first inning on a 2-2 pitch. She will step in now. The runner on first and nobody out. St. Luke's Health Memorial, third inning. And the first pitch to Garrett, well upstairs for ball one. That goes outside, 2-0. And there's one off the end of the bat. Fouled out of play, 2-1. And the 2-1 there, and that is going to be Garrett going after that outside pitch. Couldn't get a bat on it, now leaving the count up at 2-2. And that ball's popped up shallow right field. Drifting back is Sharp at second, and she will make the catch about 6 feet into shallow right, and 2 quick outs here in the third. First out of the inning. Nakira Young will step in. She struck out but got to first on the wild pitch. The catcher couldn't haul it in and eventually came in to score on the inside the park home run by Mendez. Who's on deck? Lufkin trying to add to this 5-0 lead here. First pitch to Young is on the inside corner for strike one, and it's on 1. Once again, Young has homered in 2 consecutive ball games. No doubters at that. Batting from that right side. 0-1 pitch, and boy, she laces that one, but just a little bit late on it down the right field line. It'll be 0-2. And the 0-2 to Young, that's going to be outside. 1-2. Ava Mendez is on deck. There's a high pop fly to right field. Skinner's coming in, and Skinner will make the basket catch running in. Good play out there by the right fielder. Be F9 for the second out of the inning.
Number 5, Ava Mendez.
Let's go, Ava.
Mendez hit that line drive out to left, down the left field line that Peters dove for, couldn't get to, and by the time she got it in play, it was an inside the park home run for Mendez. And she hits this one hard to center field, but it is right at Croker in center field. She will make the catch, F8. And the Lady Panthers, for the first time tonight, do not score a run. We do get a hit, but we leave her on base. That does it for the St. Luke's Health Memorial third inning. We're headed to the fourth. Lady Panthers lead at 5-0 here on Lufkin Game Time.
Need top-notch drafting services? B-Square Design has been serving Texas for 11 years with commercial and residential drafting that stands out. With 40 years of combined experience, Our friendly, knowledgeable team is ready to help you bring your project to life. From cutting-edge software to large format printing, we've got the tools to get it done. Call today for your free, no-obligation quote and consultation. B Squared Design, your trusted partner in design excellence. Proud sponsor of Lufkin Panther Sports on Lufkin Game Time.
Hey, Panther fans, Big Nasty here. Need a short-term loan to cover some unexpected bills or maybe a little extra cash? Give Texan Credit a call today. Loan process that is easy from start to finish, and you will get your money fast. Texan Credit has been helping Texas residents for over 10 years by offering multiple loan options with easy low payment. Located in Lufkin at 509 South Timberland Drive, or look Texan Credit up online, TexanCredit.com. Trust me, if they'll loan me money, they will loan you money. Texan Credit, they say yes.
And welcome back. Welcome to the Layered Homes of Lumpkin fourth inning. You're remodeling that house. You know who to call, and that is our man Kevin Brown and all the fine folks at Layered Homes of Lumpkin. We start the fourth inning for these Lady Mavericks, and it'll be 3-4-5 in the lineup. Theus has got the lone hit of the ball game. She doubled to right center field back in the first inning. And she is in the box now with a 1-0 count to Crocker. Crocker's allowed one hit and walked one through the 3 innings. That's outside for ball 2. And the 2-0 pitch, that is way inside, 3-0. 3-0 pitch from Crocker upstairs, and it's a 4-pitch walk to lead off this fourth inning. Second walk of the ball game allowed by Crocker, and that'll bring up the pitcher Pringle. Maddie Pringle flew out the center to end the first inning. And that is in there for a strike. Start the at-bat to Pringle 0-1. Popped him up, center of the infield. And Crocker will make the play. Pop up to the pitcher. Out number 1.
Number 6, Skinner.
Swing and a miss by Skinner, 0-1. Foul back out of play. Swing and a miss way out in front of that, and that'll be the first strikeout of the night for Crocker. Or the afternoon, if you will.
Number 2, Taylor Crutcher.
Let's go, Crocker.
That tails inside to Crutcher, who walked back in the second inning. Upstairs, 2-0. And that is right there on the inside corner to Crocker, 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch, that is off the outside corner. And it's 3-1. And there's a chopper to the first baseman. Stafford's going to have to hurry, but she will get there in time. 3 unassisted for out number 3. Good play there by Chloe Stafford. And they get the leadoff walk, but that is it. And halfway through our Layered Homes of Lufkin 4th inning, Lady Panthers lead it 5-0 and coming to bat in the 4th here on Lufkin Game Time.
Hey, new guy, you're up.
Hi folks, JJ Webb here from JM Chevrolet, a proud gold sponsor of Lufkin Athletics. And right now you can hit a home run with the incredible deals going on at JM Chevrolet. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Panther fans, craving a game time snack? Head to Taco Casa, the official taco destination for Lufkin Game Time. Dive into a crunchy taco, indulge in a super burrito, or satisfy your taste buds with nachos or a chili burger. Serving Lufkin and Nacogdoches with excellence. Taco Casa, where it's always real fresh, real food, and real good. Taco Casa, proudly supporting our Panthers on Lufkin Game Time.
And welcome back. Top half of the 4th inning coming your way. Brought to you by Layered Homes of Lufkin. You see it right there on your Austin Bank scoreboard. Mr. Luce and all the guys are all your banking needs. Hit up Austin Bank today. We lead at 5-0. Our first shutout inning came last inning. Despite the leadoff single by Chloe Stafford, we couldn't get her around, so try to get that train back rolling here in the 4th. Villanueva will lead things off. She's 1 for 2 with a run scored and laces that one right up the middle. Gets under the glove of Pringle and into center field for her second hit of the night. Or the afternoon, I might say. Dean will step in. And that's going to be outside. Villanueva will slide in with another stolen base, her second of the night. Dean now the 1-0 count, looking for her first hit. She does have a sac fly back in the first inning and then reached on an error. And that one's fouled back.
Be on time, kiddo, let's go.
And that one's going to be outside now, 2-2 to Dean. And that's a line drive down the third base line, and it is trouble. One run will come in. Adelaide around second base, thinks about going to third, but will stay there. And it'll be a RBI double off the bat of Dean down the third base line. Big hit there. Villanueva scores her second run of the night, and it is 6-0. And Anicia Hernandez has hit the ball on a line twice tonight, doubled off the left center field wall, and then hit a laser out to left field that Peters didn't have anything to do but catch it. And Marshall's head coach going to come out to have a word with his young pitcher. Brought to you by S&W Collision. Ralph and Kinkoos on our remarkable replays throughout the week. And, of course, you'll see some throughout social media early next week, and that's our We See You big plays. And I'm sure Ava Mendez's Inside the Park will be on that We See You later this week. It's our 2-run Inside the Park home run back in the second inning. That's all brought to you by Wright Buick GMC. Pretty good Saturday afternoon crowd here to watch the Lady Panthers. I think I saw a lot of these same faces up in Mount Pleasant last night. And we're going to get a pitching change here for the Marshall Lady Mavericks.
Number 11, Annabelle Peters.
Peters is going to come in from left field to pitch. And we'll see if Pringle goes to left. They did not have a designated player, so he would have to go to the bench if we're going to bring somebody else in. It does appear Pringle is going to go out to left field, so they're just going to swap spots. Pringle to left and Peters into pitch. A JM Chevrolet call to the bullpen. And Hernandez will step in now after the back-to-back hits. That is our 7th and 8th hits of the ball game. First pitch into Hernandez for a strike, 0-1. Takes that one upstairs. 1-1 the count. And boy, Hernandez just out in front of that was able to stay back and get a piece of it. It'll be 1-2 now to our senior shortstop. And there is a ground ball right to third. These pops up and fires it over to Stevens at first base, and that will retire Hernandez as she was out in front of that one as well, right off the end of the bat to Theus at third base. 5-3 for the first out of the inning. Dean eases into third base, and that'll bring up Smallwood. 1 for 2 on the night with a run scored.
Now batting number 8, Kyra Smallwood.
Let's go, AK.
And Smallwood out in front of that one. And that one is right there on the inside corner, and it's 0-2 to Smallwood. And that ball's hammered, but it will be fouled. Inside and tight now to Smallwood. Still just one out here in the fourth inning, brought to you as always by Layered Homes of Lufkin. We have increased that lead to 6-0. The runner over on third base. Smallwood trying to add to it. And she laces it again, but foul way out in front. And that's going to be low. Evens it up at 2-2 now to our junior catcher, Kyra Smallwood. And the 2-2. That ball is hit a ton to left center field, and I do not think this one will stay in the building. It will not. Deep to left center field. Kyra Smallwood, for the second consecutive game, has gone Yamaka. And the Lady Panthers now lead it 8-0. Two-run bomb. A no-doubter to left center. And the that one, what are the tennis courts?
Batting next to Lufkin, number 4, Marley McClendon.
Molly McClendon will have to follow up that big shot to left center. She steps in, 1 for 2 with a couple of RBIs herself here this afternoon. And she laces that one right into center field. Good hit there by McClendon, her second hit of the night. That is the 10th hit of the ball game for the Lady Panthers.
Now batting, number 10, Chloe Stafford.
And we're going to have a meeting at the mound once again. That is 4 out of 5 to reach the base paths via the hit here in the inning. Lady Panthers had 6 hits coming into this fourth inning and 4 here in the fourth. The Layered Homes of Lufkin fourth inning has been a good one thus far for Lufkin. Chloe Stafford will step in. She singled her last at bat. Yeah, the first pitch she sees in tight for ball 1. Oh, no, he called it a strike. Calm down, everyone. It's 8-0. It was inside. I think he knows it. Well, that's actually not the case. If he was ready to go home, he'd be tighter and get us 2 runs. We all mess up on occasion. 1-1 to count. Looks like our Austin Bank scoreboard down there having some issues today. Might have stopped by Ralph and K. Coos on the way up here. 2-1 to count now. Or it's still got some jet lag from getting home late last night like the rest of us. 2-1 pitch to Stafford coming in. She dribbles it down the third base line. Stafford fields it, or excuse me, Theus fields it in fair territory and hums it over to first base for the second out of the inning. That'll be a 5-3 putout. That's both outs this inning, and that'll bring up Addison Garrett. Oh, wait, no, they called it foul. Well, that is a makeup call because I don't think that was foul. She firmly appeared to be in fair territory to me. But it was foul. Back to the 2-2. This one will be foul. We'll do it again. Stafford back in now. 2-2 count. That's way upstairs, and we'll have ourselves a full count. And Stafford back in, the 3-2 pitch. Oh, she goes up for a very high fastball. I can't get any bat on it. And it'll be a strikeout for the first time tonight. The Lady Panthers strike out. And the second out of the inning. And now Addie Garrett will step in. Couple pop-ups to her credit. Well, looking for her first hit tonight. Inside there to Garrett, 2-0. Way outside on that one, 3-0. Line drive, that'll be foul. Did let Garrett swing away on that 3-0 pitch. She was way out in front off the end of the bat. Foul down the third base line to be 3-1. Kyra Young would be next. And the 3-1 pitch. And she got a lot of that one, but not enough. Right to the shortstop. Good play there by Watkins. She'll make it F6 for the putout. Third out of the inning. Lady Panthers get 4 hits and 3 runs, highlighted by the 2-run bomb by Kyra Smallwood. Another Whataburger home run for the Lady Panthers. And we are through the Layered Homes of Lufkin 4th inning. We lead at 8-0. Headed to the 5th here on Lufkin Game Time.
This is a Whataburger table tent. An orange and white trophy for your made-to-order burger. It means we cook your meal up fresh. And don't get up, because we'll bring it right to you. So if you're looking to sit down and celebrate the fact that you left it all on the field, we've got your number. Whataburger, just like you like it.
The Pack. Need to save money on insurance? Give Joe Hancock and his team a call. Since 1965, the Hancock family has been dedicated to serving Texas with personal and commercial insurance. With 60 years of experience in Lufkin, our friendly and knowledgeable team is ready to help protect you and your family's most valuable assets. We've got the expertise to assist you. Call today for your free no-obligation quote, 936-634-4451. Joe Hancock Agency, your trusted partner in insurance, proud sponsor of Lufkin Athletics. We back the Pack.
And a welcome back. As we get underway here in our 5th inning, B square design, inning number 5 for the Lady Panthers.
Number 11, Annabelle Peters.
And Peters will lead things off. She came in to pitch in that last inning. Promptly swings over Crocker's first pitch. It's 0-1. It'll be 7-8-9 in the lineup here for the Lady Mavericks as we start the 5th. That's going to be inside, 1-1. 2 walks and 1 hit allowed so far this afternoon by Taylor Crocker. She has been very good. The 1 double came in the first inning. That ball's fouled back out of play, 1-2. One-two pitch. That is well upstairs. Evens the count up at 2-2. And the pitch, that too is upstairs. 3-2 to the leadoff batter in the 5th inning. And the 3-2 pitch, and it's going to be a leadoff walk, our 3rd walk of the ball game. Courtesy runner coming in to run there for the pitcher, Peters.
Courtesy runner McKenna Nance at first. Now batting number 12, Alex Stevens.
And the first pitch to Stevens is inside for ball 1. One and one to count. That caught a little bit of that inside corner. Swinging and a miss, and now leaving the count up at 2-2 now to Stevens. Popped up, long run out there for Villanueva, but no problem. She comes in to bring that in, F7 for the first out of the inning.
Number 5, Aaliyah Sharp.
Sharp thought she went after it, but held back. And there's a bunt, swinging bunt, 1-1 to count. And that one's going to be a little high, get off the glove of Smallwood, and we'll head to the backstop. And that will allow the courtesy runner for Peters down to second base and bring 2-1 to the 9-0 batter, Sharp.
No, she held that the whole time. Oh, my word. Everybody in the stadium. You call that a ball? Unbelievable.
Like she got a piece of that one, fouled it back, 2-2. And there's a high pop-up out of play. Right on top of us. And that is a defensive strikeout there. That is going to be the second strikeout of the night for Crocker. And that'll bring two outs here in the 5th inning. Back to the top of the order. Watkins will head to the plate. She did hit a couple hard, but both of them right at us. One at Dean and one back to Crocker at the mound. And that one's right at Dean. Oh, and it's off of Dean's glove. That's going to give them their first run of the ball game, I do believe. Nope, they got her. Addie Garrett is there to cover for Dean. And that will do it here in an eventful 5th inning. They do get a hit and a walk, but no runs. And we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. We're brought to you by B Square Design. Lady Panthers lead at 8-0 here on Lufkin Game Time.
Looking to earn extra cash? Got an old grill or bike taking up space? Bring it to CMC Recycling right here in Lufkin to turn your scrap metal into cash. CMC will recycle your metal, transforming it into new steel that will be later used in exciting new structures and products. CMC accepts a variety of metals, and the team is ready to assist you and ensure your experience is seamless. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Learn more at cmcrecycling.com.
When it comes to repairing your vehicle, you always have a choice. At S&W Expert Collision Repair, we set the standard for excellence with state-of-the-art equipment, leading-edge technology, and over 40 years of industry know-how.
They got us a new car. They got us a new car. They got us a new car.
No, this is your car. We just fixed it correctly.
Thank you so much for our new car.
No, this is your car.
S&W Expert Collision Repair. You just might think you got a new car.
Leading off for low, number 6, Nakira Young.
Young will now lead things off for Lufkin here in the 5th inning, brought to you by B Square Design. We lead it 8-0. Young had reached on a wild pitch in the 1st inning on a strikeout, then flew out to right. She is 0 for 2, but scored a run. And she's up in the count 1-0. And now it's 2-0. It'll be Young, Mendez, and back to the top of the order in Villanueva here in the 5th inning for the Lady Panthers. And the 2-1 way inside, and it's 3-1 now. (3-1) to Young, and that'll be a leadoff walk. That is the first walk of the afternoon issued to the Lady Panthers.
Number 5, Ava Mendez.
Mendez 1 for 2. Again, had that inside the park home run and flew out to center in her last at bat. And takes the first pitch over her head. She squared around a bunt and then had to duck because it was coming right at her melon. And the 1-0 to Mendez catches the outside corner, 1-1. And the 1-1 count. Squares around a bunt, but missed it. And it'll be 1-2 now to Mendez. way outside. Good stop behind the plate by Robinson, 2-2 the count. Only one Whataburger walk this afternoon and not very many Taco Casa strikeouts either. 2-2 pitch upstairs, and she's worked it to a full count. Ooh, I thought she wanted to call that a strike, but she did not. It's going to be back-to-back Whataburger walks here to start the 5th inning. And Young is at second, Mendez out at first. And the Marshall coach wants to come have another word. And it looks like he is going to make another S&W collision call to the bullpen. I think he's going to bring his starter back into pitch, so we'll keep it right here. I don't think she's going to need many to warm up with. She threw a dump truck load in the first 3 innings. So Pringle's going to come back into pitch, and I'm assuming Peters will go back to left. All assumptions on my part. Off the Spider-Man soundtrack, little Post Malone. I do think I went to the theater with my son and saw that no less than 14 times. So we are just about set here. Top of the order, Villanueva's 2 for 3 tonight with 2 runs scored. Steps in with 2 on and nobody out in the 5th. B Square Design 5th inning.
Let's go, Bree.
Also brought to you as always by Taco Casa, S&W Collision. There is a perfect bunt by Villanueva, and they're not going to have a chance to get her. And even if they did field it, they weren't going to get her. That'll be a 3rd hit of the night by Villanueva, and the bases are loaded. And Adley Dean will step in with a base knock here, a chance to end this game in 5. She had an RBI double down the line and a sac fly RBI in the first. She is 1 for 2 tonight with 2 RBIs. Dean's first pitch, off speed, drops in late for a strike. It's 0-1. One count to Dean, and she lines that one into right center field. It is going to be down and probably going to end the game. Mendez will score from 3rd, and right behind her Young, and then Mendez right behind her. 3 runs will come in, but it will not matter. It'll be a 2 RBI double for Dean and end the ball game. And I think the final will be 10-0. I don't think that last run will count. Either way, the Lady Panthers are going to roll into another win, their 10th consecutive district win. I do believe the final will be 10-0. I know the scoreboard says 11, but I think when that 10th run hit, that closed the game out. So officially it'll be 2, 3, 4 RBIs for Dean this afternoon, a 2 for 4 night, 2 for 3 night with 4 RBIs. Once again, welcome in. It's our Woodland Heights Medical Center post-game show. Thank you for tuning us in. All of our stats both throughout the ball game and in the postgame show are brought to you by Lufkin Coca-Cola. As I was trying to roll these down for you. Villanueva, 3 for 4 tonight with a couple runs scored. Again, Dean, 2 for 3 with 4 RBIs. Hernandez, 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. Smallwood goes 2 for 3. She has a home run and 2 runs and 2 RBIs as well. McClendon, 2 hits and 2 RBIs. Stafford, 1 for 3. Addison did not get a hit tonight. Young didn't get a hit, but she got on base twice and scored twice. And, of course, Mendez, 1 for 2, 2 runs scored in that inside the park home run. So a great job right there. A lot of good things going on for the Lady Panthers. A lot of hits tonight. That will bring the total to 12 hits tonight for the Lady Panthers as we get the win 10-0 and move on to 10-0 in district play. As your postgame stats brought to you by Lufkin Coca-Cola. And our player of the game tonight, with all the hitting going on, let's go with the pitching. It was Taylor Crocker tonight, was absolutely magnificent. She only gives up 1 hit. It was a double in the first inning, a couple of walks and a couple of strikeouts, and most importantly, no runs. She was only 1 batter off being off the minimum, as a couple of double plays were turned in order as well. So our Commercial Bank of Texas player of the game tonight, Taylor Crocker, goes 5 innings, allows 2 walks, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, and she collects her 10th consecutive district win in 10-5A play. So congratulations to our sophomore pitcher, Taylor Crocker, for our Commercial Bank of Texas player of the game. Well, that'll do it here from Lufkin softball field. They get the win, and we will look forward to Tuesday night. We'll be right back here at home against the Jacksonville Lady Maidens. We'll have both audio and video for you on Tuesday night. Thank you all for tuning in this afternoon. It's been a beautiful Saturday. The JV is about to play here momentarily, and the boys will be in action behind us in about an hour from right now. Congratulations on the girls, back-to-back last night and tonight, and the home runs keep coming. 2 more tonight. Mendez and Flores get bombs for the Lady Panthers. Thank you all for tuning in. That does it for our Willie Knights Medical Center postgame show. For all the guys at Jam Digital Media, I'm Gary Ivins Jr. for Lufkin Game Time.